Maggie, an Australian shepherd, consistently broke out of her kennel every night. When the staff investigated the reason, what they discovered left them utterly shocked. Maggie had been residing at the Barker's Pet Motel and Grooming Center for a while, awaiting a loving family to adopt her. She looked like she was as happy and healthy as can be inside the shelter, but a mysterious recurring event that involved her left the staff bewildered. This strange event was discovered on an ordinary day when the routine check on the kennels revealed an unsettling discovery. Maggie was missing. Panic swept through the animal care center as the baffled staff members searched frantically for the spirited Australian shepherd. The kennel door was shut, the water and food opening securely closed. How could Maggie have escaped? The staff, determined to solve the puzzle, turned to the security footage. As they checked the cameras closely, their eyes widened with amazement. It seemed that Maggie had a remarkable talent for squeezing herself through the small opening intended only for the delivery of food and water. The staff watched in disbelief as she repeatedly performed this Houdini-like escape act. The next question lingered. Why was Maggie escaping? She had ample playtime during the day, an abundance of food, and a cozy kennel for rest at night. The staff, scratching their heads, couldn't fathom the reason behind her nighttime escapades. Determined to uncover the mystery, the staff diligently rewound the CCTV footage, hoping to find any clues. To their astonishment, they discovered that Maggie had been consistently slipping out through the tiny opening, night after night. The repetitive nature of her escapades only deepened the staff's curiosity. Intrigued and perplexed, the staff decided to investigate further. They switched to a different camera angle to get a better view of her nightly exploits. As they peered into the screen, their confusion escalated. There was Maggie, tightly squeezing herself against the walls of another kennel. The staff struggled to comprehend her actions. What could be so compelling that she risked leaving her safe space every night to press against the walls of another kennel? The mystery deepened, and the staff knew they needed to take action. Driven by curiosity and concern for Maggie's well-being, the staff decided to see for themselves what was happening. Little did they know, the scene they were about to witness would tug at their heartstrings and evoke a flood of emotions. As Alex Aldred, one of the staff members at the Animal Care Center, decided to investigate Maggie's nighttime escapades, he left his colleagues in the watchroom so they could observe the CCTV footage. With each step he took towards Maggie's mysterious destination, his mind buzzed with various thoughts and speculations about what the sweet dog could possibly be up to. Finally reaching the kennel where the Australian shepherd had been squeezing herself against the walls, Alex encountered a heartwarming scene. Maggie was crouched on the ground, her eyes fixed on something inside the neighboring kennel. As Alex comprehended the situation, a sudden surge of emotions overwhelmed him. He stood there, witnessing the depths of Maggie's compassion, and tears streamed down his cheekbones. The staff members in the watchroom, seeing Alex's emotional reaction on the CCTV footage, felt a mix of curiosity and concern. Eager to understand the full extent of Maggie's actions, they decided to leave the room and witness the scene for themselves. The darkness outside made the live CCTV footage a bit blurry, preventing them from grasping the entirety of the situation. As they arrived at the scene, they too were moved to tears. There was Maggie, resting close to the kennel that housed two scared and lonely puppy cubs. Unable to enter their kennel, Maggie seemed to be conveying a message of comfort to them by staying nearby. Her presence alone served as a source of solace for the frightened cubs. The staff members, connecting the dots, realized the profound reason behind Maggie's nightly ventures. The little puppies, it seemed, were scared and emitted distressing growls every night. Maggie, being the loving and empathetic dog she was, responded to their cries for companionship. Leaving her kennel, she pressed herself against the walls of the puppy's enclosure, inviting them to nestle close to her for comfort. Once she noticed the humans behind her, Maggie conveyed her desire to be with the two lonely puppies through soft barks and stood by the kennel as Alex and the rest of the staff dried their teary eyes. Understanding the depth of her connection with the abandoned pups, Alex calmly approached the kennel and opened the gate. Without hesitation, Maggie gracefully walked in, her tail wagging with a gentle excitement. As soon as she entered, the two puppies seemingly recognized her as a source of comfort and gathered around her. They nestled close, their small bodies finding warmth and security in her presence. It was a heartwarming sight, as if they had known Maggie for ages and trusted her as their mother. Maggie, in turn, showered them with affection, nuzzling them gently and receiving kisses on her chin in return. Observing this tender interaction, Alex and the rest of the staff realized that Maggie's maternal instincts were still strong, despite the heartbreaking separation from her own puppies months prior. Maggie's capacity for love transcended the boundaries of her own past, and she willingly embraced the role of a nurturing figure for the two puppies who had lost their mother. Recognizing the genuine connection between Maggie and the puppies, Alex and the staff decided to leave them together for the night. For a few hours, the kennel would become a haven of warmth, comfort, and mutual affection for all three dogs. Maggie, the Australian Shepherd, with a heart full of love, had found a new purpose, providing solace and companionship to those who needed it most. As the staff retreated to their quarters, thoughts of her nightly visits to the puppies filled their minds. They contemplated how Maggie, having heard the puppies' cries in the darkness, would approach their kennel and perform a little bow, reaching through the chain-link gate to comfort them. It was a touching gesture that spoke volumes about her empathy and understanding of the puppies' needs. Reflecting on Maggie's actions, the staff couldn't help but admire the resilience and compassion displayed by this extraordinary shelter dog. Despite her own past hardships, Maggie found solace in being there for others, soothing the cries of the lonely and abandoned. Maggie had once been a mother herself, but her puppies had been taken from her before she arrived at the Barker's Dog Hotel in Alberta. Despite the heart-wrenching separation, Maggie retained the nurturing love of a mother. The staff marveled at her ability to share that love with the two puppies who had lost their own mother. The next morning, as the staff returned to check on Maggie and the two puppies, they found them still snuggled together. The warmth of their bond was intense, attesting to the power of connection and compassion. The bond between Maggie and the two puppies became a heartwarming ritual, and the staff, deeply moved by their connection, decided to let them share the same kennel each night. It seemed as though the sweet Australian Shepherd had created a makeshift family for herself and the two puppies. And their interactions weren't limited to the night hours. During the day, Maggie could always be found with the puppies, and they, in turn, stuck close to her, as if she were their guiding presence. Inspired by Maggie's extraordinary act of compassion, Alex and the rest of the staff decided to share her story on social media. They felt that Maggie's tale was enough proof of the profound connections that could be forged in the most unexpected circumstances. As they posted her story online, they hoped to spread the message of love and empathy that radiated from Maggie's actions. Maggie's story resonated with people far and wide, touching the hearts of those who came across it on social media. The comments and messages poured in, expressing admiration for the dog's selflessness and the transformative power of love. Many were moved by the depth of the connection between her and the puppies. As Maggie's story spread, it caught the attention of prospective adopters who were touched by the narrative of a shelter dog offering solace to two abandoned puppies. Soon, Maggie and the puppies found new homes, their lives forever changed by the unexpected bonds forged in the Animal Care Center. Back at the Barker's Dog Hotel in Alberta, where Maggie had first found refuge, her kind act was never forgotten. The staff members, who had witnessed the transformation of Maggie and the puppies, shared the tale with those who came through their doors. Her legacy lived on in the minds and records of the dog motel. Her compassionate act serves as a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary stories unfold in the simplest of places, leaving a strong mark in a special place on the hearts of those fortunate enough to witness them. What a sweet story! How would you have reacted in the staff's place? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.